guys, welcome back to a new video. Today our topic is ratio and we're going to be solving ratios today, okay? Problems and simplifying and all of that stuff. So let's get started. Today our learning objectives are, at the end of this video you should be able to solve problems involving ratios, simplifying ratios, expressing ratios as fractions, solving word problems involving two quantities and three quantities, and a solving ratio that involve three quantities. So we're going to be solving ratios that involve three quantities and word problems, okay? So let me just give you a basic introduction and a recap, okay, and the concept of ratios. A ratio is used to compare two or more quantities of the same kind. The ratio of A is to B, where A and B represent two quantities of the same kind, okay? And it can be written as A ratio B, okay? So yeah. So as side to side in each question, I'm going to be giving you like a little some introduction to the question as well, okay? It's some information. So let's get started with the first question. There are 17 boys and 19 girls in a class. Find the ratio of the total number of girls to the total number of students. So we know what the number of girls are, but we don't know what the total number is, and we know the 17 and 19 girls, 17 boys, 19 girls. So 17 plus 19 is 36. So we know then, and first is girls are 19. So you know 19 ratio, what total number was? 36. That is our total answer, guys. Next question. Let me just give you a head up now. A ratio is said to be in the simplest form A ratio B when A and B are integers with no common factors other than 1. Similar to equivalent fractions, we can obtain equivalent ratios by multiplying or dividing both parts by the same constant. Okay? So we're going to be learning about equivalent ratios as well, okay? So next question. Simplify. 600 grams ratio 1.6 kg. So the first step is changing this. It's easier to change kg into grams. So 600 ratio 1.6 times into grams will be then 1600. Now we want to change it, because this is in thousands and this is in hundreds. We need to change it to the same tens. So in order to do that, we are dividing with 200. Divide that, and our answer comes to 3 ratio 8. Okay? So now, which means 3 ratio 8 is the same as 3 over 8. You guys know that, right? So our total answer is 600 grams ratio 1.6 kg is equal to 3 ratio 8. Okay, guys? Next question. 2 over 3 ratio 5 over 6. This is easy, because for turning fractions into ratio, we need to multiply by them. So these two come in the turntable of 6, and we can basically then multiply by 6 to get a whole number. So if we times 6 times by 6, we get a 4 ratio 5. That is our answer, guys. Okay, so that is our answer. Next, given that 4x ratio 9 is equal to 7 ratio 3, calculate x. Just before we get into this question, let me just explain this one. This is simplifying ratios, and this one was problems involving ratio. And now this question, given that 4x ratio 9 is equal to 7 ratio 3, calculate x. This is expressing ratios as fractions. So before we do this, let me just give you some information. In general, using ratios to compare two quantities of the same unit is equivalent to using fractions to compare the two quantities. For example, if A ratio B is 5 ratio 7, it is equivalent to, it is going to be the same as A over B ratio 5 over 7. Okay, guys? So now this is A ratio 5 and B is equal to 7. Okay? So now this is our question, meaning 4x ratio 9 is the same as 7 ratio 3. So we can also write this as 4x over 9 is equal to 7 over 3. Now we can just do cross multiply. 7 times 9 is 63, which is equal to 4 times x is going to stay there like that. 4 times 3 is 12. Now we want x, so divide that by 12. That goes out 63 divided by 12, and our answer x gives us in mixed fraction 5:1. 5 whole 1/4. Okay. Next question. Sorry. The ratio of the number of female participants to the number of male participants at a party is 4:9. So this is a keyword. And we need to remember is female to male. So we'll just write on top F to M, female to male, okay? If there are 30 more male participants than female participants, calculate the total number of people who attended the party, okay? So the 30 more males than females. So now, because so let me just write 4:9 just to remember, right? Okay, so now we're gonna let the number of female participants be 4x. We know it's 4, but and the male is 9x. Okay. Now let's make a little model. So we write F here for female and male here for. Sorry guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 because it's 4x, and here it's going to be 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So meaning, okay, so this is x. I just write that for like 4x, right? Meaning from here is. Not that, from here to here is 30, because it's 30 more, because if we had 4x of male and female will be equal, but the 30 more is meaning this much, meaning the 5 blocks here is the 30 extra, so this is the extra 30, okay? Now from the model we can form the equation. If we do 9x, so so the total from here to here, the total of this is 9x. If we minus 9x, if we minus this part, which is 4x, if we minus this part from 9x, we get this 30. So let's just form this equation. So 9x minus 4x is equal to 30. So 5x is equal to 30. Divide that by 5. Divide that by 5. That gets cut out, and x is equal to 6. Right? Now we can figure out the total number is 4 plus 9 from the ratio. We multiply by 6 because they are basically 6 more, which was x, yeah? So 4 plus 9 is 13 times 6, which gives us 78. I hope so that's correct, yeah. Next. So our next question number 5 is ratio involving 3 quantities. So head up information. The ratio of 3 quantities can be simplified by multiplying or dividing each term by the same constant, but it cannot be written as a fraction. So these cannot be written as fractions. So usually I would do like if x, y is, so then I would write x would be over, x over y is equal to 11 over 8. That cannot be written, okay? So if x ratio y is 11 ratio 8, y ratio z is 6 ratio 7, calculate x, y, z, okay? So we know x ratio y is 11 ratio 8. If we multiply it by 3, we get 33 ratio 24. So meaning x ratio y is 33 ratio 24. And if we go to now y ratio z, we have 6 ratio 7. If we multiply that by 4, we get 24 ratio 28. We want basically in here we want, if we multiplying, like let's say we multiply these two by, if we multiply 6 by 3, 6 times 3 is 18, but 7 times 3 is 21, so it's not in the same tens, right? Okay, so that is why we were, as in the previous question I told you about, we want in the same tens, okay? That is why we did that. Now x ratio y is 33 ratio 24, so that is x y. Now what is z? Over here we have y ratio z. So y, even over here was 24, here was 24, meaning we're in the right direction, and z was 28. So ratio 28, that is x ratio y ratio z. Okay, next question, guys. Last question of the video. This is a problem involving, this is the word problem involving three ratios. This was a ratio involving three quantities. Okay, a sum of money is divided among Devi, Lixin and Alex in the ratio 9, ratio 8 and ratio 7, meaning Devi is 9, ratio Lixin is 8 and Alex is 7. Okay, after Devi, this person who had 9, gives 25 each to these two, to Lixin and Alex. Their ratios become 16, 17, 15. Calculate how much Devi initially had. Okay, so we're going to let the Devi initially had how much? We know initially she had 9. Devi had 9, but we're going to let that be x. We need to find that. Okay, x. So we'll write dollars. Okay, is that currency 9x? And then Lixin initially had 8x dollars, and Alex had 7x dollars respectively. Now let's just make like a small table before and after. I'm just going to be writing, guys, the like in the small box here, the letter of the name. So this is D for Devi, L for Lixin and A for Alex. Okay, so before Devi gave $25 each, she had $9x, Lixin had $8x and Alex had $7x. Okay, after, now Lixin had 8x plus $25 and she had 7x plus $25, right? And if you add these two, you get 50, right? So now, meaning from Lixin's money, 50 got minused, right? So now we can write our equations. 9x minus 50 over 8x plus 25 is equal. So over here we have Lixin at the bottom, and at the top we have Devi, right? And that is equal to, look, Devi has 16 and Lixin has 17. So we'll just write that like that. Okay, now let's just do cross multiplication. Okay, so 17 into 9x minus 50 is equal to 16 multiplied by 8x plus 25. Which gives us, if 153x minus 850 is equal to 128x plus 400. This is just, guys, okay, and when we actually like expand the brackets and do all of that, and when we like solve it completely, we come to then 153x minus 120. So I'm just doing these steps here quickly. 400 plus 850, just like we sorting in, we get 25x equal to 1250. Divide that by 25 to get x, right? So x is equal to 50. So meaning Devi initially had, now we need to form an equation. 9 multiplied by $50, because this is before and we're doing before and after, right? So we're doing that and we come to, guys, $450. Yeah, look how rich he is, guys. Alright, guys, I really hope you liked this video. Please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video, guys.